Hey guys, this is the review of my new Benjamin Marauder 22 caliber PCP air rifle. The gun is a bolt action, so in order to cock the gun, bring the bolt back like that. Pretty easy once you get the hang of it. And then to load it, you're gonna want to put your magazine, 10 round magazine in it, in here. And to load the magazine, all you do is you take your pellets, and what you want to do is take the plastic covering and turn it around, let it click in there, and then the first pellet you put in, you're going to want to put your finger underneath it and drop your pellet in there, and then just move the plastic cover to the next hole to drop your next pellet in. And now you can remove the finger from underneath the first pellet, because now it's held in there by the tension of the spring. And now you can just drop them in there. I'm not going to go through all 10, but you get the picture. You just keep going around and dropping them in all the holes until you're full. And then when you have your magazine full, you want to slide it in to into the breech, and then you're going to hear it click, and that's when it's fastened into the breech. And then you just push your bolt in and down, and the gun is loaded. And then to shoot, you just put it off safe. The safety is right here in front of the trigger. You just put it off safe, and you pull the trigger back to unfire. Also uncock the gun. To do that, you bring the bolt back. Then you want to hold the bolt back, release, or pull the trigger, and then release the bolt forward, and then you can let go of the trigger and the bolt, and now it's uncocked like that. The barrel is fully shrouded, and the shroud can just unscrew from the gun like this, like that. There's also 4 baffles inside of here, as well as an O-ring that goes at the end with the. Let me try to get. And then there's a screw cap right here. Take that off. Unscrewing it. There's the O-ring, and there's these 4 baffles in there, and now it's just a hollow tube. Probably see, it's hollow now. Without the shroud, the barrel, with just the plain barrel itself, if shot, it sounds like a 22, maybe a little quieter, but basically the same. But with the shroud added onto the barrel, the gun sounds a little bit louder than a Nerf gun, in my opinion. So it's very quiet with the shroud on. With the shroud off, it's another story. But what you want to do then is put your baffles in by just sliding them down. Make sure to put the end with the cap, this end, in first, and leave that end facing backwards. You just slide it in there, like that. And then to put on your screw cap, all you have to do, oh yeah, and of course, you need to put your O-ring on top of those. And now you put on your screw cap. And then okay, and then the stock. The stock is hardwood. At the ambidextrous cheek piece. Makes it comfortable for both right and left-handed shooters. It also has sling mounts in place from the factory at the end, and one right here, except my bipod is on top of it, so you can't really see it, but there is another one here. There is a butt pad on the end of this thing, but there's virtually no recoil, so you don't really need it, but it's kind of a nice, kind of makes it look better, I think. The foregrip and the pistol grip are both checkered, with nice Benjamin B on there, nice touch. And then the bottom of the gun is the Benjamin. Just kind of adds some more grip to the stock. And there's the pressure gauge, which goes from 0 to 3000 psi. What I found to be the best air pressure in my gun was about 2900 psi down to about 2100 psi, 2100 psi, somewhere around there. Now to take off, or to load your gun up with air to charge it, take off the fill cap, and you put you connect either your pump or your scuba tank, whatever you have. I have a Benjamin pump, because that's what I can afford at the moment, so that's what I'm going to have to use. Hopefully I'll be able to get a pump or a scuba tank. 50 salt, you just connect it like that, pull this back, push it on, and it should connect. And then you want to pump it up. Just pump it up. It takes me about 3 minutes to do to go from 2000 to 3000 psi. I usually fill it up right around 2000. And then once you're done, you're going to want to unscrew the bleed valve. Make sure you do this, because if you try to disconnect the pump from the gun, when the pump is still under pressure, you can risk ruining your rifle. So you unscrew the bleed valve, you're going to hear a loud hiss, and then once the hissing is done, what you're going to want to do is just pull this off, and it disconnects pretty easily. And then once you're done filling the thing, you can put your cap back on here. And you are ready to go. Some other things that I added on to the gun that are not included with the gun, if you just buy the gun alone, is the scope. It's a UTG 4-16 by 40. Adjustable objective, illuminated mil-dot reticle. It's a pretty nice scope. I mean, for $75, it's not bad. I'll probably in the near future put like a Hawk scope, something higher end on here. The mounts, you can't put a one-piece mount on it because of this magazine. It's gonna be in the way. You gotta do a two-piece mount, and it's also the mount's got to be a little taller in order to fit the magazine in. That's kind of my only complaint. So yeah, oh yeah, and if you guys want to know my bipod, it's a UTG swivel bipod. It's kind of a nice feature. I got this too when I bought the gun off of Pyramid Air. Pretty nice feature, I think. I like shooting prone, so good idea to have for me. Okay, and then one last thing, the pellets it likes to use, so far for me I've only tested 2, but I don't know if I actually have to test any after I tried these. The JSB Exact Jumbo Heavy Diablos, 18.1 grains. These were very well. I was able to get like 1/2-inch groups at 50 yards. Pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be getting a scope cam mount in the next few days, and I'll be doing some target and hunting with this Benjamin Marauder with the scope cam. So hopefully you guys can see that, and I think that's pretty much it then. Thank you for watching.